Oh my God. Such a roller coaster of emotions today as a Clemson fan. Obviously, losing to your in-state rival, South Carolina, 2 out of the last 3 years, both times at home, most likely destroying your playoff hopes if there were any. None of that is fun. The way the game went down in Death Valley was not fun. None of that. And I'll talk more about that on the State of the Fan address tomorrow, as far as what changes need to be made at Clemson and all of that. But the season is not over. The reason this is so funny, well, there's a lot of reasons that it's funny. Clemson, first of all, they earned their way into the ACC championship game, right? One ACC loss to Louisville. Miami had 2 ACC losses to Georgia Tech and Syracuse, both unranked. Although I do believe those are pretty decent ACC teams. We saw what Georgia Tech did last night against Georgia. So that's not a terrible loss, but it is what it is. Clemson has 2 losses, both to highly ranked teams, Georgia and South Carolina, respectively. So, look, here's the thing. I'm seeing a lot of Clemson fans in the past few hours go through a range of emotions, rooting for Miami to win. We don't belong in the ACC championship. We don't belong in the playoffs. I don't care about the playoffs. I don't know why any fan, and you can feel however you want to feel. I don't tell people how to be a fan. But I don't know, for me anyway, there's no way I could root for my team to not have a chance to win the conference. You know, I don't care about the playoffs. I do not think that even if Clemson were to somehow make it in the playoffs, that they would make any noise or win a national championship or anything like that. The playoffs to me are irrelevant at this point. A chance to go and win the ACC, when all we've heard all year certainly from Miami fans. Miami fans thought this was their year. You know, Heisman caliber quarterback, an NFL wide receiving core. The bottom line is Miami's defense is awful. I mean, really bad. So even if Miami was the one going to the ACC championship, they probably would SMU might score 60 on them. And they certainly wouldn't be able to make any noise in the playoffs with that defense if they were to get in. So the chance to go hang another trophy and another banner for Clemson is all I care about. Look, they might lose to SMU, but it's worth a shot, right? And it's something to look forward to next week. Clemson had a very good chance of beating a very good South Carolina team today. They just blew it. I mean, credit to South Carolina, but Clemson did blow it. They blew a lead, and they had a chance to win it at the end, and they stepped on their foot. But look, Miami, another year in the ACC. How many years have you been in the ACC? What year did y'all join the ACC? I always forget because it's been so many years, I lose count. But sorry about your luck, Miami. Another year, another failure. No ACC championship for you, and no playoffs for you. Now, we might be in the same boat come next week. I don't know. But at least we have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Before I get off here, the ironic thing about today, South Carolina is rooting for Clemson to beat SMU next week. That's right, you heard what I said. South Carolina fans, well, should be, I don't know if they are, should be rooting for Clemson to beat SMU next week. If Clemson beats SMU next week, that bolsters South Carolina's chances of getting into the playoffs. That'll be interesting. Next week will be interesting. Congratulations to SMU. Congratulations, Clemson, on yet another trip to the championship game.